It's a great book. Finn Wilcox and I wrote this book. He wrote the book, and we traveled rode the rails. And Finn's poetry will take you there. If you read the poems 3 times in a row, it'll take you there, right to the place he's talking about. And my photographs work really great with Finn's journal and poems. And I'll never forget the day we were traveling through Nebraska, I think, and we were right in front of a tornado. And it was amazing because it was a train that picked up stuff in every town, picked up cars in every town, and we rode through, and the storm had caught up with us, and it would just thunder and rain, and the wind was super strong, and then the train would pull ahead and go to the next town and pick up in the next town, and then we'd get ahead of the storm, and then the storm would catch up with us. And one time it caught up with us, and the train didn't leave right away, and I've never experienced such a thing. The wind was blowing across on that train, the lightning was crashing, lightning and thunder were just amazing on both sides of the boxcar door, and the train was rattling and swaying back and forth because of the wind and the riding, and I thought it would make the train fall on its side. It was very scary. We were sitting on our packs so we wouldn't get an electric shock from the lightning. But anyway, pretty soon we'd pull ahead of the storm again and stop at the next town, and then the storm would catch up, and we'd just wait, and then the train would take off and go to the next town. And this was one of the most exciting times I've ever had on a freight train. We were going to Minneapolis and Milwaukee, Wisconsin from Seattle. It was a great trip. It was an epic journey. I hope Finn writes that one up someday. We've traveled many train trips together, and we've been to China together, and we've done some stuff on the road for sure. And we are now hopefully going to go on some more travels. So traveling in the rails is a great way to travel, although it's maybe a little more dangerous. I met people today that are traveling East Coast to West Coast, the young people, young guys and girls. They're traveling the rails still today. I haven't traveled since 2001.
Can you tell me about this photograph? Talk about the two of those photographs in the book, one on the cover.
Yeah, this cover picture is William O'Reilly, who we met in LA, and we traveled together up the coast. And here's a picture of William. He posed for my art photograph of the book, and he had left South Carolina and with 27 cents in his pocket looking for a job. And we traveled together from Finn Wilcox, Jim Tordoff, and I, and William O'Reilly. The cover. That cover is a great photograph, and Finn's title, Here Among the Sacrificed, and this picture were first choice, and they became the cover and the title of the book. And from North Carolina, with 27 cents in his pocket, was looking for a job. But I don't know if he ever left the rails, really. But we met him, and he was going to San Francisco, and we traveled together on the coast. And this picture is of the Midnight Ghost, on the Midnight Ghost. And the country in that trip is just magnificent. From LA to San Francisco along the coast. It's called, Finn wrote a great poem in this book about the Midnight Ghost. It's really beautiful, worth the book. Check it out. And